it is time to roll out to Northern California. Like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys later.
Take it easy. And there you can tell how steep of an incline this thing is, so it's not easy. Tiny house is slowly coming back down. I probably got to pull forward just a hair.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah. So we got the house out and the time lapse stopped just as we were pulling off. I think the camera got nervous for us. It's like, I can't look.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
But everything went well. It did. And now we are headed north.
Yep. Here we come, rush hour.
Yay! Up at a rest stop again with really bad hair. Oh my god. So driving to Northern California, it's a little drizzly and a little windy, which is both things we don't like to drive in, so I'm gonna take my time and drive slow in the right hand lane and just take my time trying to get to Santa Rosa. That's the plan. So that was $103. Yay!
Yay! Adds up quick, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We saved what, $1?
I saved $1.60.
Well, $1.60 can also add up. Pretty soon that's gonna be a cup of coffee. So.
Yay! So we've been driving for about 3 hours, and Alexis has been asleep most of the time because she doesn't feel well. That was actually me yesterday. I was the one that didn't feel well. I had a bad headache and backache, but today she's out of sorts, so traveling isn't always glamorous and spectacular. Sometimes you just don't feel well. But before we leave this rest stop, I'm gonna go make lattes, and that one helps me stay awake and gives Alexis time to sleep up in the loft for a little bit, so she's gonna nap.
guys?
What's happening? Welcome to another episode of today's Tiny House Parking Spot. And today, we're in an actual parking spot.
Ta-da! It's so glamorous here at Rain Rock Casino in Eureka, California.
It's Eureka.
No, it's not spelled like Eureka. Oh,
Well,
it is. Actually, it is.
It's spelled odd, I know.
I guess we're in Eureka, California. But not the Eureka that's spelled like Eureka, E-U-R-E-C-K-A. Oh, I think I did that spelling bee challenge.
But it's spelled how?
We're in Y-R-E-K-A, California, which, fun fact, is in the state of Jefferson.
Ah, you should look that up. Look up the state of Jefferson.
Yeah, Google that. We're not gonna tell you what it is. This will be a fun surprise for you, like it was for us when we drove down the highway and saw a giant sign, and we're like, "Where's what?" Figure it out.
Figure it out. So this parking spot at Rain Rock Casino is awesome because of so many reasons. One, it's a huge parking lot. And anybody can park here as far as RVers, truckers, tiny housers that are traveling. They let you stay for 2 nights for free. It is absolutely boondocking. All they ask is that you go in and check in with security inside the casino, and then you can use their nice bathroom. Oh, and of course, all of their other amenities, like the casino. There's a restaurant and a bar inside, so we went and hung out at the bar last night and had a nice burger.
But we didn't gamble because we're cheap. Well, actually, I thought about taking in our laundry jar of like quarters and change, but you can't actually put change in these slot machines, so I was like, where's the fun in that?
So I just finished editing the video and posting it to YouTube, and I started it, when did I start? Like 9 o'clock this morning, and as you can see, it's dark outside. It is also winter. So those mountains right over here, right there, they got some snow on them. This is the first like proper cold weather we've had. We've been in Southern California for a while, so I love seeing snow. As you can see, I'm all bundled up. So this is what a day looks like for us, sitting in our house editing. Alexis is looking at all the emails that she had going on today, and now that it's finally got the video up and it's premiering, it's kind of the end to our day. What are you working on?
I am watching the premiere of our latest YouTube video right now, answering some people's questions. Check it out. It's the San Juan tiny house. The video is called Creative Couple Builds an Amazing Tiny House with Reclaimed Materials. And when we say amazing, we're not exaggerating. It's one of the most beautiful and functional tiny houses that we've seen. So check it out. But yeah, so we've been working all day in rainy Northern California outside of the Rain Rock Casino. So.
Casino parking.
I guess it was to be expected it would rain.
Yeah. One great thing was that since it's been raining most of the day, it started raining probably about 1 o'clock or something like that. And since that came in, our solar panels aren't getting any sun, so I had to crank up the generator so I could charge our battery, because our battery is not big enough for our house to run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's something we are slowly working on, so we have to at least run the generator for a little while, and I figured since we're doing that, I'll plug our heater in. Get it nice and toasty warm in here, because it was actually really nice last night. Even though it was 30 degrees outside, this thing is so well insulated that it just keeps the heat. Alexis cooked a little dinner. We just hung out in here, last night. Didn't really open the door, so it stays pretty toasty in here. It was just cool this morning when we got up. Tiny house living and working together, always.
Together forever. And ever and ever.
That girl.
Before we came here, we were in Santa Rosa, California, where we got to celebrate Christian's birthday. And we didn't get any footage of that because we were too busy having fun.
Yeah.
With our good pals, Andy and Hilarie, this is an amazing tiny house love story. She built a tiny house, lives in it with her pig crusher. Andy used to live in a tiny house and he lived in a bus, actually like 3 different tiny structures. And they're like 2 halves of the same whole, and they're madly in love, and we're so happy for them. And selfishly for us, we love hanging out with both of them, and now it's easier because we get to hang out with them together.
This is what it's called, not knowing how to play the banjo. There's something fun I was messing around with the other day. Hey everybody, coming at you from Tiny Hell on Wheels. Just wanted to give everybody a little shout out real quick. I'm here with my homies Tiny House Expedition. You know, we're just sitting here kicking it, just doing a little vlogging, showing you guys the actual tiny life. So I'm the Whittle Wagon hashtag. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook. Hit me up in my DMs. You got my beautiful fiance, Tiny Hell on Wheels.
What's up?
Awesome. You know, so just like
Hashtag tiny house power couple.
hashtag authentic tiny life. All right.
And Andy was awesome enough to treat us both for my birthday to dinner and drinks. And it was so much fun and awesome. Thank you for that, bud.
Thank you. And if you're ever in Sebastopol, California, go check out the Barlow. That's where we went out for his birthday. It's super awesome shopping center, I guess, with bars and restaurants and markets and boutiques, and everything there is made locally. When we were in Sebastopol, we also got to reconnect with the godfather of the modern tiny house movement, Jay Shafer, and see his new tiny house that he built is extra efficient, extra tiny, extra lightweight, and under $5,000.
While we were in Santa Rosa, we got a great parking spot. So we were boondocking next to a house, and how we got this free parking spot was we went to an event in Long Beach, California. It was a glamping event, and we got to meet a lot of nice, awesome, interesting people, and we're always looking for parking, so we always put that out there, and this guy was nice enough to let us park in his field.
Yes, thank you very much, Scott.
Yeah, appreciate that.
It's very kind, and when Scott offered us the spot, we said we could be there next week. So I hope you meant that.
Yeah, I always tell people if you're going to offer a parking spot, we're more than likely going to show up. So
at some point,
make sure you mean it.
And of course, he chuckled and he welcomed us there.
Yeah.
And it was great because it just so happened that our stay in Santa Rosa was during the same time that our good friend and powerhouse tiny house advocate Dan Fitzpatrick was in town. He did 2 presentations, one which we weren't at, which was to local city officials and architects, educating them about tiny housing. And then the next day, which we got to pop into, he was doing an advocate training session. So just what it sounds like, he was training local tiny house advocates on how to talk with the city about creating legal pathways for tiny houses. And his big focus is on tiny houses as ADUs, which makes a ton of sense. If you want to learn more about tiny houses as ADUs, check out our recent vlog episode when we were a tiny house ADU in my sister's backyard. And I include lots of good information about that topic. But yeah, this is a really cool workshop series that Dan's doing with the American Tiny House Association. If you want to be a part of something bigger than yourself and help to create more secure tiny house parking spot all over the country, then join. It's a small fee, it's well worth it, and you'll get access to a lot of great resources like these workshops.
On the way to Eureka on Highway 5, we went through some of the most beautiful part of the country that I've seen yet. It was absolutely amazing. It was in between Weed, California, and Eureka, and It was absolutely beautiful. You come up over the mountain, you dip into a hole, and there are mountains all the way around you, 360. It is absolutely gorgeous.
And it's a stretch of road that we haven't been on in the last 3.5 years. We've been to California multiple times, but never driven this part of Northern California. So it's a real treat. And we stopped in Weed, California, which is a real place.
Yep.
Yes, recreational and medical marijuana is legal here. I don't know if that's where the name came from. We should all Google this.
Yes, we should Google this.
But we stopped to fill up there, and it was like the most beautiful gas station fill up ever, because right in the background is Mount Shasta in all its snowy glory.
We were in LA a couple weeks ago where it was like, was it 70?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. And now it's 40, and we're in Northern California, still in the same state.
Wearing gloves.
Like 8 hours away from LA. But yes, it's cold. So last night, everything froze. It rained yesterday, it snowed up in the mountains up here, and the whole parking lot froze solid last night. So we've actually been sitting in the parking lot waiting for everything to defrost so we could take off and head to Bend,
Oregon, which is gonna be an awesome Christmas parking spot. I'm so excited to go there. We got friends. It's one of our favorite places. And fortunately, I do think it looks like it's thought out enough for us to hit the road. So, see you guys next week.
Yeah, take it easy.
And remember, like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Follow her.
Hey guys, Alexis and Christian here with Tiny House Expedition.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And click left or right for more tiny house stories and tours.
And where are we now?
Eureka.
Eureka, okay.